So you're thinking about moving to Ooltewah, Tennessee? In this video, we are going to discuss the pros and cons of living in Ooltewah, Tennessee. We are a suburb of Chattanooga, Tennessee. We want to tell you the pros and cons of living here so you can see if it's right for you. The first thing we're going to discuss about Ooltewah is how beautiful the town is and how many things there are to see. We're actually standing inside the Little Debbie Park next to the Collegedale Commons. You can see that it is winter right now, so all of our grass is kind of dead. It's not the most beautiful time, but the mountain behind us is White Oak Mountain. It's absolutely fabulous in fall. It's all orange and yellow and bright colors. And in the summer, all of this grass is plush and green. You can see the really cool hill up to the right here. The kids can slide down and run and play, and there's lots of fun space to play with. There's a large event center over to your left that's called the Commons. There's a huge parking area, lots of fun events. This little city center is actually called Collegedale, which is right in the middle of Ooltewah and is an incorporated town. They have a public library, they have pickleball courts, they have a very large and long greenway. There's a creek that runs through it. It's a very large sidewalk. You can ride bikes, you can rollerblade, you can push strollers, jog. So many things to see there. Ooltewah is definitely a space where there's lots of things to do outdoors. So behind us on White Oak Mountain, they have the Biology Trail, which is several miles of mountain bike and hiking trails. They are groomed regularly. It is gorgeous. So you could be anywhere from say 19 minutes to 39 minutes to the downtown, depending on time of day and traffic. If you're going in the morning rush, it could be as many as 45 to 50 minutes to get from your door to your parking garage where you're working downtown. If you're just going for an evening dinner on a Saturday night, you could probably be down there in a quick, 20 minutes to the restaurant from your house. So Ooltewah is an older town, so you're going to have some 40 to 60-year-old homes that are not planned and not updated because they've just been there for quite some time. And then you're also going to have some newer homes that are scattered and built in between. I would say that the price point is going to be very difficult to find something under $250,000, and that the majority of the homes are going to be $300,000 and up. You could probably find some very good homes in the 400 and under range, 3 to 400 range, but the majority of the single family homes are going to probably start, if you're looking for like say a 3 or 4 bedroom home with 2 bathrooms, they're going to start most likely closer to the 400 mark and be as high as 500 for the average, say 18 to 2,500 square foot home. They're going to be priced based on age. If it's older and not updated, obviously the price per square foot is going to be a little bit lower. And then if they are updated and newer, you're going to get a smaller home. So there's also some large nationwide builders that have bought some plots of land in Ooltewah lately and some in the city of Collegedale. And we're not going to go into naming any of them, and they are bringing some new neighborhoods to town that are going to bring some lower prices. They're going to be zero lot line, very close together, lower in construction, entry-level homes, but they are going to bring less expensive homes to the area. I'll be anxious to see what it does to the other property values. So if you go to realtor.com and look up the median price point for Ooltewah for 2024, they will tell you that the median price point was $460,000. I would say that that is in part because we did have some higher end homes, and so it brought it up, and then also there were not a whole lot of homes under the 400 price point, so that average got pushed up much higher. We're driving through a neighborhood now that used to be in the low 200s back, say 15, 20 years ago, and they are now up in the 389 to say as high as 600, 625 price point. There's all different sizes and ages of homes because it did take quite some time for them to finish building out this neighborhood. So I would say one of our first cons that we're going to discuss today to Ooltewah is going to be the price point to live in Ooltewah. It is a very desirable area. It is a growing area. It's full of schools and churches and families. So the price point is going to be a little bit higher than some other areas. So people will look at that as a con if they are trying to get the most bang for their buck and still live in a great spot. So the other con that we're going to talk about is basically stemmed from our growing pains. Obviously, whenever your town grows by leaps and bounds, it comes with construction. And so if you notice, everywhere we go, we see orange cones and orange barrels indicating new roads and growth. This has been going on for probably 5 or 6 years for this one road alone. And because of the construction, it has so much redirected traffic. Right now, everyone is in school and at work, so there is not any traffic, but come rush hour morning or rush hour from 3 o'clock on when the schools get out, it is absolutely crazy, and you will be backed up 3 and 4 lights at different locations. And if a train comes, forget it. That's why they're trying to build a road around this train right now to kind of reduce some of the time that's spent in the car. But yes, when a town grows and everybody wants to live in a town, and all of these out of town large construction home builders come to town and build huge communities everywhere, we explode, and so does our traffic. So that is a huge con to the area. And as soon as I say this, people tell me how our traffic is not traffic, because where they live, they have true traffic. But for us in our small town, when it did not used to be that bad, and for all of a sudden it to take you 5 and 6 and 7 minutes longer to do a typical 10-minute ride, it feels like a lot of traffic to us. So the other con to Ooltewah is the lack of public transportation. If you do not have a vehicle or a car to drive yourself around, or a motorcycle of some sort to drive yourself around, you will struggle because there is not any public transportation. And I do know that there are some Ubers, some taxis, but you will have to call, plan ahead, and you will probably be waiting a long time to get one to pick you up, because it is just not a metropolis. So this concludes our pros and cons video of living in Ooltewah and making a decision to come this way. Please be sure to make your comments in the comment section below, and like and subscribe to this video and our channel. And if you are looking to relocate to the Chattanooga area, or even specifically the Ooltewah area, we cover all of North Georgia and Chattanooga extended areas, and we would love to help. So please give us a call.